John Davis with the Thunder Bay Goods. Here's his phone number. Facebook, John's Rock Barn. Let's take a look at some of these goodies. Some nice hematite caps. This one's a little darker. Let's take a look at the back. You can see some of the purples right there. Fantastic. The gentleman was telling me that he usually has some smaller pieces, but the border was closed off this year for Rona reasons. So this is from his private collection. Beautiful hematite caps. I used to carve this material a lot. I would never want to cut up a beautiful specimen like this though. Take a look at that. It's nothing like mining your own material. This one's got some beautiful little crystallinis all over it. This one's got some other kind of mineral on the outside of it. I wonder if some people use acids or something to get rid of it. I'll ask the gentleman here in a moment when he's done talking to Kayla. You gotta love this material.
I just learned that 5 days ago.
Love Thunder Bay Amethyst.
That is the hematite back together.
40 for this beauty.
Yeah, you wouldn't know that really with your naked eye.
Well, that one, I always assumed the ones that even like red like that, I thought was both good for it. Yeah, they're just smashed all together.
I beg your pardon, sir. What is this? The looks like a mineral or something growing on the.
There's a lot of barite on this one.
Oh, it's a beauty.
A little blade of barite. I hate barite in my rocks. It's ugly and send them as far as I'm concerned. I hate it. This one's a little bit better because you got some full blades. That's tolerable, or full blades of barite, so that's okay. When they're this small, smash like that, that's ugly as hell.
How long have you been in mining this material?
About 22, 23 years, somewhere in there.
Oh, veteran.
Oh, it's a blast. I'm a hobby miner. I do it for fun, and it is a lot of fun.
Okay.
This is the only show I do a year, but I hope they make enough money to go back and do it all again next year and no longer take money out of my work pocket to play rocks.
Oh, yes, sir.
I used to spend $7,000 to $10,000 a year on my rock addiction. Been out for the last 6 years in a row. I haven't had to take a dime out of my work pocket. It all comes from this. And sometimes a little money left over to actually do an extra trip somewhere. That's pretty cool.
When you mine this material, do you get to use tools, or do you have to use your just your hands and gloves?
Sledgehammers, chisels, wedges, pneumatic drills. You drill a hole in the host rock, which is very hard. There's the material over there. You'll see some drill holes.
Yeah.
You drill down 4 foot, about every 2.5, 3 foot apart, and do a series of blasts to blast the rock loose from this host material. There's a drill hole right there. This is the bottom of the 4-foot drill hole.
Oh wow, I'm so not used to seeing Thunder Bay without the hematite. I would have never have guessed this was Thunder Bay here.
Yeah, it's all solid rock.
I love the drill holes.
The basalt that comes in, and you'll see some little veins shooting through. And most of it looks like that. And you got drill holes in there to break it loose from the main rock. Try to blast it loose so you don't ruin material. Then after that, it's a lot of sledgehammer work.
Keeps you fit.
I use a 20-bone sledgehammer.
Oh boy.
I make big rocks, little rock.
All day.
After a blast, sometimes you have chunks of rock that are anywhere from 1 to 6 to 8 tons in size. You got to make it smaller to move more of the way. So after the blast, it creates a new floor and a new head wall. Hopefully, you get rid of the rock, you'll find the clay pockets where that stuff is. So yeah, when I first get out there, I'm swinging out the sledgehammer pretty consistently for at least 2-3 hours. Move the crap out of the way. If you find a clay pocket, then you start digging. If not, you know what? Get out the sledgehammer and break some more.
Oh yeah.
There's been days I swing that sledgehammer 6-8 hours a day. There's nothing strong about me. I'm fucking skin and bone, dude.
Oh man, but it's
But
straight.
You develop a technique.
Oh yes, sir. I guess as in
You
every.
learn how to let the sledgehammer do the work for you. And it's a lot easier breaking a big rock with a 20 pounder than a 10 pounder. 10 pounder is easier for people to swing, so they use that and they beat their brains out for hours on end on a 10 pound sledgehammer. I go in a 20 pounder and a couple of cracks in the foot. Takes a little more energy up front, but it saves you a lot in the long run.
It sounds like it.
Can folks contact you via phone and your Facebook to buy stuff from you?
I'm a hobby guy. I don't do a lot of selling online. I'm computer stupid.
I feel you.
When I first started doing the show, someone said you have to have a Facebook page. That's how customers get hold of you. So I do. You can message me on Messenger. I'll respond, or text, or phone. My supply is very low, so I don't have any back stock. But Lyndon owns the mine, and he'll do what he can to work with you on something if you have a specific thing you want. Or if you want to bring someone up to take a tour of the mine once you open up the border, he can give you a tour of the mine, maybe let you do a little digging, stuff like that.
Cool.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
You guys ever seen that YouTube video of the crystal collector?
Oh yeah.
When he's up in Canada doing the amethyst digging? You ever see that one?
I haven't seen that video, but I'm familiar. I think it's Brian.
Yep. He was up in Canada digging the Canadian amethyst. It's been a couple years now. He was in a mine about 4 or 5 miles away from this, and he pulled off some of the great big huge clusters. And they were talking about how, oh, this is awesome, amazing stuff. It's just $10,000 piece. It's going to be a $100,000 piece. The mine that it came out of is this stuff right here.
Oh wow.
Big points, but at the same time they don't have the high luster. In his video, they had it washed up. They never showed it was completely clean because it did not have the high luster appearance. So the video is a little deceiving. Yeah, he did dig that out, and there are places you get those big clusters. But the majority of the time you get the big clusters, you don't get the high luster. And it's just amazing how it can vary in difference from spot to spot. This is only 4 or 5 miles away from this.
Right.
Oh wow.
This is out of Lyndon's mine. Not even a half a mile away, 1/4 mile away. There's a mine where this come out. Where that close, it changes everywhere you go. It's just different.
Are you Lyndon?
Yes.
Pleasure to meet you, sir. I'm David.
David.
Oh, beauties.
Camera of some sort?
Oh yes, sir. I film for YouTube. The channel's Lapidary Dave.
Oh.
Just like to talk to miners, and I also my main squeeze is teaching people how to carve and hold on.
But it's really kind of cool how you get such a variety of color and types of crystals in such a short little area.
Hello.
Good, beautiful. What is from?
These are from the Thunder Bay
Got one down
area.
over here. It's very cool.
Canada.
That's well, most of this is from.
Yeah, just piece of
Some beautiful Lake Superiors for only $1. You can't beat that.
Oh yeah.
These ones are $2. Fantastic. I should buy a few of these and recut them. Your tumble, the polish is pretty darn good. How long have you been mining?
Well, I bought the mine in 2002. I was collecting there at that mine since the late 70s.
Oh wow, so you're a veteran.
Kinda. I have a lot to learn.
Do you do your own tumbling for these Lake Superiors?
Yes.
They are exquisite.
Thank you.
There's
Many times I would have some pits in some of those, and I would go back and grind them out and retumble them.
if you don't mind me asking, sir, what grit do you use on your grinder before you tumble them?
Well, I've been using the coarse diamond grit, and then I'm using the UV10 vibrating tumbler.
Oh, fantastic.
And so that starts with 220 grit. And
Is that Diamond Pacific who makes the UV10s?
I'm not sure.
We're
Then
getting
I
a stunning
face
polish.
polished that one before I came up.
Did you use a high-speed grinder or did you use a traditional water-cooled lapidary
I used
machine?
a water-cooled lapidary. I'm not even sure what the brand is. Well, I used one grinder with 2 wheels, and then I have a Beacon Star, an old Beacon Star, like this with a shaft in the middle, and the things go on.
Those Beacon Stars will last forever.
This one is lasting pretty good. I replaced the motor once on it. And I have a Beacon Star 10-inch saw that I like a lot.
Oh, fantastic.
And I think they used to be made in Minnesota. Now I don't know who owns the company. I think it's in California.
Do you think Beacon Star is still producing products?
Pardon?
Do you think Beacon Star is still making machines?
No. They sold a long time ago.
I was lucky to buy a 4-wheel here for $100 from a gentleman from Deming in the corner over yonder. I don't believe the gentleman's here this year.
Oh.
I tell people this is the best place, one of the best places in America to buy used gear is the Miners Co-op during Tucson.
I see.
I'm definitely gonna have to buy this from you. It's just too good of a price, and that I would never be able to polish this for $4, let alone harvest the material.
It's kind of a learn as you go project. It was years since I've done much for polishing, and that was an easy one to polish. My amethyst that I had polished and tumbled, all sold out in the first 4 or 5 days.
I figured if you were doing the tumbling yourself, you definitely had polished Thunder Bay. And at these prices, even if it was a little bit more for the Thunder Bay, I would have bought them all if they weren't already sold already. So I'll be back next year looking for you.
I'm hoping to have a lot more. When I get back, I'll have to get ready to go up to the mine, so I won't be able to do any tumbling. But I have to stop at Minnesota Lapidary Supply on the way home and pick up a few parts. I have 2 UV10 tumblers, and the center shaft broke. So I got parts for that, and then I have to replace a barrel. I had 4 barrels, and 2 got holes in, and I can't find the 3rd one, so I'm gonna have to get another barrel. But I'll have to wait till I get back from the mine to do the tumbling now. And many times, or sometimes I'll take and do a load or so with the Lorton R40. That tells how old it is.
They'll live forever. Maybe not the barrels, but those lower tones are made to last.
Put a liner in and replaced the bearings.
How many times did you replace the bearings?
Just once. I found a bearing place. The bearings were actually a little larger, and you can grease those bearings.
Oh, nice.
So a little different setup than what Lorton had.
Do you have a card, sir?
My brochures, I forgot them at home.
Oh, that's okay. They can find you at the Miners Co-op. Do you do quartzite at all?
I haven't.
You should. With your prices, I think you absolutely should, sir.
There's people that tell me I should do that, and I've thought about that. Who knows, someday I may. Years ago, by 1988, I did a trial run. I was working at a restaurant in the Grand Marais area, and brought a load down to quartzite, and I was at Clouds, which is something completely different now. And I was there between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I had, well, a little before Christmas, I had to leave. I had to be to work the day after Christmas. here are from Alpine, Texas. Most of those, I believe, are from the Stillwell ranchers now does not allow collecting. I went on some of those hunts with Terry Smith.
Is Terry still collecting, or?
She is. Yeah, she is working with a partner now who's kind of maybe in training to take over or not, and they've had to find some new ranches to collect on. So I get an email on that every once in a while on some of the new places they're going. And I was sad to see the Stillwell Ranch closed down because, well, that was sold. And I got a lot of interesting things from there, including, I don't know, those mud agates. They had a little agate on the outside, in the middle, it's all mud.
Oh wow! I don't think I've ever seen a mud agate before.
I think it's the only place I've ever actually seen them, and I think I saved one for my collection. And who knows where it is right now.
So this is the quality of your Thunder Bay tumbles.
Yes.
Very nice.
Small pieces. Well, if you are interested, we'll just throw them in.
Oh, thank you. I would love those. I do giveaways on the channel when I actually get the chance to interview folks who are harvesting and doing the work. So I'll do a giveaway. They can have a chance to win those tumbles.
Sure.
I'm sure some folks would love to win some of your Thunder Bay
Here's
Amethyst.
another one. I don't see carrying these home with me.
I beg your pardon, sir. What is your name again?
I'm Lyndon, Lyndon Swanson, Swanson.
Fantastic.
There was one other one, I thought. Maybe
There was one here, but that one,
there
that
it
doesn't, you know, that's too big. I don't want to. Oh.
It's in my way. If I try to take it home, I'll lose it.
That's fantastic. Thank you, Lyndon.
Sure.
Let me get you some money for that Lake Superior.
this one here.
That one I'm keeping. That's staying with me. They can win the amethyst, but I want that Lake Superior. I recently got addicted to agates. I bought a Richardson high-speed grinder, which is perfect for polishing agates. It's uses silicon carbide, no water, but it polishes them really fast. You got to wear a respirator, or you'll be sorry.
I see.
It's kind of like, it works a similar way as the bull wheel, but it's flat. But thank you, Lyndon.
Sure.